Good morning, this is Akashvani. I'm Sarabjit Kaur with the World News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold talks with German Chancellor Fred Merz in Gandhinagar today. India calls for global cooperation to help developing nations scale up renewable energy capacity. ISRO launches DRDO's Earth Observation Satellite EOS-N1 or Anvesha along with 15 other co-passenger satellites from Sriharikota. Death toll in crackdown on nationwide protests in Iran spikes to 538. And in men's cricket, hosts India beat New Zealand by 4 wickets in first ODI of 3-match series in Vadodara. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold delegation-level talks with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz at Mahatma Mandir in Gandhinagar today. Mr. Merz arrived at Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport in Ahmedabad early this morning. Details on this from our correspondent.
The Federal Chancellor of Germany, Mr. Friedrich Merz, arrived in Ahmedabad today for the landmark 2-day official visit to India at the invitation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This visit, being his first to the country, marks an important chapter in Indo-German relationship as both the leaders prepare to intensify cooperation across a wide spectrum of sectors. The bilateral discussions are set to focus on trade, investment, high-end technology, while also advancing critical partnership in defense, green sustainable development, and science and research. Beyond policy, the leaders will also exchange perspectives on pressing regional and global issues and will also engage directly with top industry heads. The German Chancellor is also scheduled to visit the architectural marvel of Adalat Stepwell. Aparna Khund, Akashvani News, Ahmedabad.
Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO has launched PSLV C-62 EOS-N1 mission at 10:17 a.m. today from Satish Dhawan Space Centre in Sriharikota. This mission marks the 64th flight of PSLV, India's most reliable and successful launch vehicle. The mission was carried out by New Space India Limited and represents the 9th dedicated commercial mission to build and launch an Earth observation satellite. Along with the primary payload, EOS-N1 or Anvesha satellite, the rocket also deployed 15 co-passenger satellites from both Indian and international customers. Developed by Defence Research and Development Organisation, Anvesha satellite is designed to provide cutting-edge imaging capabilities, enabling India to map enemy positions with pinpoint accuracy. Beyond the strategic payload, this mission is historic for another reason. India's private space sector is stepping into the limelight. For the first time, a single Indian private company, Dhruv Space, based in Hyderabad, has contributed 7 satellites to the mission. India has called for international cooperation to support developing countries in scaling up renewable energy capacity without compromising development aspirations. Minister for New and Renewable Energy Prahlad Joshi made the remarks at 16th IRENA Assembly in Abu Dhabi, UAE yesterday. The minister noted that the global energy transition will require unprecedented investment and cooperation. He said that India alone is expected to require around $300 billion by 2030, creating significant opportunities across renewable generation, storage, green hydrogen, grids and manufacturing. Mr. Joshi stated that India stands ready to share its experience, institutions and technical expertise and to work closely with all member countries.
260 gigawatt is our installed renewable energy sources. 5 years ahead of the schedule. We are supposed to do it by 2030. We have done it in 2025. More than 2.6 million households we have connected rooftop within just 2 years. These are the unprecedented growth which India has achieved.
This is Akashvani. You're listening to World News. We bring you the top international news and updates from around the globe. Welcome back. You're listening to the World News. The death toll in the crackdown on nationwide protests in Iran spiked to 538. A US-based human rights activist news agency said of those killed, 490 are protesters and 48 are members of the security forces, warning the toll is likely to go up. The agency also said over 10,600 people have been detained. With the internet down in Iran and phone lines cut off, gauging the demonstrations from abroad has grown more difficult. Iranian government has not offered any overall casualty figures for the demonstrations. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres urged the Iranian authorities to exercise maximum restraint and enable access to information in the country. UN spokesperson Stefan Dujarric said in a statement that Secretary-General urges the Iranian authorities to exercise maximum restraint and to refrain from unnecessary or disproportionate use of force. He further steps that enable access to information in the country, including restoring communications. President Donald Trump said the United States will acquire Greenland, warning that failure to do so would allow Russia or China to gain control of the strategic Arctic territory. Trump said he preferred a negotiated agreement, but the outcome was inevitable. Answering whether military action was being considered, Trump said the U.S. focus was on ownership.
We are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. And by the way, I'm a fan of Denmark too, I have to tell you, and they've been very nice to me. We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult.
He also dismissed concerns that such a move could undermine NATO. When asked whether Denmark had been presented with a formal offer, Trump said there is no such proposal. Greenland, an autonomous territory of Denmark, holds strategic importance due to its location in the Arctic and its proximity to emerging shipping routes and military corridors. In men's cricket, hosts India defeated New Zealand by 4 wickets in the first ODI of the 3-match series at Vadodara, Gujarat last night. Chasing a target of 301 runs, India overhauled the score, posting 306 for the loss of 6 wickets in 49 overs. After the early dismissal of captain Rohit Sharma for 26, Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill steadied the innings with a crucial 118-run partnership for the second wicket. Gill scored 56 off 71 balls, while Kohli anchored the case with a fine 93 off 91 balls. During his knock, Kohli became the fastest player to reach 28,000 international runs, surpassing Sachin Tendulkar's record. He also overtook Sri Lanka's Kumara Sangakkara to become the second highest run scorer in international cricket across all formats. Earlier put into bat, New Zealand posted 300 runs for a loss of 8 wickets in their stipulated 50 overs. Darley Mitchell with 84 runs was the highest scorer, while Henry Nicholls contributed 62 runs. For India, Mohammad Siraj, Harshit Rana and Prasidh Krishna claimed 2 wickets each, while Kuldeep Yadav took 1 wicket. The second ODI will be played in Rajkot on Wednesday, while the third and final match is scheduled for 18th of January in Indore. In Women's Premier League cricket, Gujarat Giants beat Delhi Capitals by 4 runs in Navi Mumbai last night. Put into bat first, Gujarat Giants posted 209 for the loss of 10 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs, with Sophie Devine scoring 95 off 42 balls. For Delhi Capitals, Nandini Sharma picked up 5 wickets, while Chanel Henry and Sri Charni took 2 wickets each. In reply, Delhi Capitals were all out for 205 for 5 in 20 overs. And now, before we close, here are the highlights of the bulletin. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold talks with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz in Gandhinagar today. India calls for global cooperation to help developing nations scale up renewable energy capacity. ISRO launches DRDO's Earth Observation Satellite EOS-N1 or Anvesha along with 15 other co-passenger satellites from Sriharikota. Death toll in crackdown on nationwide protests in Iran spikes to 538. And in men's cricket, hosts India beat New Zealand by 4 wickets in first ODI of 3-match series in Vadodara. And that is the end of this news bulletin.